feel like I owe you guys an explanation. Here it is. Smells so good. This is like, seriously. What did you do? 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 We're just gonna glue it back together. Super glue work well with clay.
I heard a lot of noise on the 3rd floor, so I thought, oh, maybe she's killing a cockroach. But I heard flapping, so I went up.
We have openings in our roof. This is me saying goodbye. I never got to know him. Not like I ever would. He would be out in the wild. Our luck these days, though, we had 3 pets all die.
Well, he's not a pet. The cat kind of butchered him. The cat kind of boxed him.
Hey guys, I'm taking you down to the kitchen now. I literally just got back from the grocery store. You guys, it's a very good day.
We're cooking with Crisco.
We're cooking with Crisco. Cooking with Crisco. Okay, so I got 2 fries, which is a lot of French fries, by the way. And we're gonna do it here on this pizza pan. Orland's gonna start chopping up tomatoes. I'm gonna get the cheese ready. The French fries are towered up the Leaning Tower of Pisa. And we're gonna put them into the oven just for like 5 to 10 minutes. Here we go. Good day. It's a good day in the kitchen today. Yeah, today is a good day. No one's gonna be able to watch our videos the same way ever again. They're gonna think, what's going on behind the scenes? We will go to a buffet.
What do you need this for?
What do you want, Chinese?
Chinese buffet is my favorite.
Okay, so did you hear that? We're gonna go to a Chinese buffet. Okay, so while he's cutting up the vegetables, I'm gonna start cutting up tofu because I want tofu in here.
Green onion.
Okay, he's gonna do green onion. I have leftover tofu from yesterday and I'm really bad about using stuff before it goes bad. The cool thing about cheese fries is that there's really no one way to do it. You just add what you want. It's like loaded nachos. It's the same thing. You can have vegetables, you can have no vegetables if you want. I don't want to die completely, so I do have my veggies. Baby, you're the highlight of my low life.
I love her. Poppy.
It's her real name's that Poppy. I think if she just stayed Poppy, it would have been easier.
I'm Poppy.
Okay, and the next thing that we have is olives. These are black olives. They're my fave. I love olives so much.
Some grill seasoning.
Grill seasoning. See, I thought that said paprika. And people were like, you clearly know no Spanish. See, I thought that said paprika.
Paprika.
All right, there's everything. We're adding it now because it's still very fresh. It's freshly cut. We want some of the water to soak up the flavor. We're adding just a little bit of onion, raw onion, and I'm gonna keep working out these olives. See what I mean? It's very hard to deep hit these. They're not too crispy, but they're like, see the smoke coming up, the steam, they're perfect. So what I'm gonna do is put this down over here, and we are gonna add all the ingredients and then put them back into the oven so the cheese can melt and incorporate all of the flavors and textures together. Since this is a recipe, I should probably tell you how long I'm gonna keep them in the oven for, but it really depends on your oven. It depends on the brand of French fries that you use, so just follow your instructions. First, I added some sliced mozzarella. I have 5 slices here after taking out, I don't know, the top tower part, you know? So now I'm gonna grate some shredded cheese into there. Just to give this some variety, different types of cheese. We're gonna shred some drier cheese. This is a different kind of cheese. My carbonara. Spaghettis. Now we're gonna add just a little bit of each of the ingredients. So first, a handful of avocado. Sprinkle on some onion. Some spring onion. Some tomato. And bell peppers. Alright, that way it's like not all on top. Don't you hate when you go to the restaurants and they serve you loaded cheese fries and everything is just on the top and then the bottom is empty to the top. Oh my gosh, I am the worst cook imaginable. I forgot my olives and my tofu and they're supposed to be in it. They're supposed to be in it. This is what it looked like before it went into the oven. Very loaded. This is Like, seriously, 7 pounds of French fries and of toppings. You know what smells really good? The olives. Like, when it was in there, it just, oh my gosh. Oh, I want to have a bite so bad. Oh, yes. Okay, so I am gonna make this extra, extra good by topping it with this. Nacho cheese. So now we have 3 cheese. This is a 3 cheese loaded platter. Oh, this is brand new. I still have to open it. Look at that. Ooh, look at that. Okay, you guys, hi. Welcome to my mukbang. This is like an official hello. It's a hot, humid day today. Oh my gosh, but I decided to put on long sleeves just to be different. Well, actually, it'll help show this better since the white... Since the background is white. You guys know when you have loaded cheesy nachos, you can either use your fingers or a fork. I'm gonna use a combination of both. So the first bite, I'm gonna have it with a fork. Doesn't that look good? Oh, by the way, if you're new to my channel, hi. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you're eating with me. Ooh, look at the steam coming up. Now let's use fingers, actually. This is finger food. I have a whole roll of napkins over here, so I'm good. I'm good. I love it when the cheese clumps all the ingredients together. You know, that's what I'm talking about. We have the, I almost said carrot. That's not a carrot, that's a capsicum. We have the bell pepper and the tomato and the tofu and the cheese and all. Is it good or what? One of my favorite meals when I was in high school was cheese fries. Now, I didn't eat cheese fries that often. It was a treat for me. I went down the street to this pizzeria. Well, not like right down the street, like, it took a while to get there, but still. It was local for me. JoJo's Pizza. I used to go with my friend Alexis. And that was the highlight of like after school hanging out. Just me and Alexis. Like one-on-one quality time. What would we even talk about? We would talk about boys. We would talk about school and teachers. We would, you know, gossip and everything. Is it hard to see me? So good. Let's do another big cheesy bite. Oh, look at all this cheese coming out. So good. But JoJo's Pizza, they didn't, what I want to say, they didn't add so many like ingredients. It was literally just the cheese. They may have added a little spring onion, maybe, but that's it. But look at this side. This side has a lot to offer too. This side has more tomatoes. Oh, this is so heavy and amazing. Do you know what I have in my head so much right now? Baby, you're the highlight of my low life. Wow, 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 wow. Take it to da 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 da. Very, very catchy. If you don't know what I'm singing, because I don't blame you, that's not like the best thing in the world voice. Poppy. Technically, it's that Poppy. You know, it's like Lady Gaga. We're gonna just call her Gaga. Well, that Poppy, we just call her Poppy. I discovered her music. This is so good. After watching Shane Dawson talk about her. This is so good. And it's so catchy. There's only like 2 or 3 songs that I can find. And they were made like 2 years ago. She's been around for 2 years and I just found out now. You know, that's how it works in the music industry. Any kind of industry. That's like, you have to work hard, build yourself up. And then she made the most amazing song in the world today. You have to just give it time for people to find you. So epic. When I first started YouTube, very messy, you guys. Very, very messy, but I have lots of napkins over here. Which was, okay, let's say when I first started doing it like for real, we're like, okay, I kind of want to try to make a living off of this, where I post at least 3 times a week. That was probably about a year ago. Yeah, less than a year ago, which is crazy. And I remember I was talking to a friend of mine, and I was like, oh, I posted this, only 1,000 people watched it. She's like, Nick, first of all, that's a lot of people. Second of all, you're just starting. You have to wait for people to find you. You know, I can be impatient sometimes. So good. This is a very cheesy bite right here. Very potatoey too. I could have added more cheese, to be honest. I would like to thank somebody right now. So you guys, I feel like I owe you guys an explanation. So I'm gonna do my best to give it to you. All right, let me open up my phone. Okay, so you guys, I uploaded the video of me upset, talking about, you know, how Orlin hurt himself. Well, the day after that video, I posted this, which is today, which was filmed yesterday, even though there's like, what is it, 4 days now in between the incident and this. Anyways, she says, so I can understand people, they come to my channel, they see that video, and they're like, oh my god, it must be really bad right now. And then I post this video, we're happy, so you might be a little confused. I understand that. But everyone's kind of just like, oh my gosh, it was all exaggerated. Oh my gosh, how can you go from, you know, thinking about suicide to being happy? That means it wasn't real. Orlin should be dead, right? Why is he still alive? A lot of people were saying that. Under my ramen noodles from around the world video. And she left this comment. Thank you, Brittany, if you're watching. I'm distraught by Nikocado and Orlin's comments today. Just because they opened up about their struggles doesn't mean they shouldn't make happy videos. I'll say that again. Just because they opened up about their struggles doesn't mean they shouldn't make happy videos. Would you guys be more pleased if they continued to cry after video? Instead of saying, we're happy to see you doing well today, everyone's saying, beep, like, what happened to Orlin's suicide? Why is he still alive? How can you act like nothing's ever happened? They're probably working on strengthening their relationship off camera, but that shouldn't stop them from continuing to be here for us each day. You can still be positive if beep goes on in your life. I'm a secondary school teacher, and when my mom passed, it was hard to get out of bed for work, but I still went strong with a smile on my face because that's how life goes. That's life, so don't expect anything less from them. And then I responded to her, and I just said, I actually took a few days off But since I have so many pre-recorded videos, it doesn't appear that way. My Mexican food, my sushi, and my carbonara were all filmed on the same day. In fact, the Mexican food and the sushi one, I'm wearing the same shirt. I'm at the same mall. But they're posted on different days, so it looks like it's a brand new day. The chicken nugget challenge and my most recent Korean fire noodle challenge were also filmed on the same day. Chicken nuggets were in the afternoon, I remember. And I actually wasn't planning on doing the fire noodle, but, excuse me, all that protein from the chicken made my face, that's usually really swollen from carb loading, kind of get sucked in. And Orland's like, oh, your face looks good today. You should film something else. I'm like, oh my God, yes. So I did fire noodle last minute, and that was at nighttime because I went on YouNow for you guys. So that was the same day. And in both videos, I'm wearing the same shirt, by the way. So that right there gives me 3 to 4 days off while still being able to be here daily, you know? So I just want to make that clear. It's been days since that incident. And when I made the video talking about it, was days after it had happened. I only got upset again because we had another argument right while I was making my, I don't know what I'm going to call it because I have to put it out tomorrow. See, I'm always behind, you guys. My green pasta, my St. Patrick's Day pasta. We had an argument while making that. And that's when I went upstairs and talked about what happened the day before it. And I was like, something just happened right now that made me upset. I was talking about fighting with Orland. I think I even showed the green pasta making in that video. But so, since I was upset, maybe I didn't explain myself right enough, and the timeline's a little all over the place. But yeah, it's hard to please people sometimes. It's like, they say to be more real. So then I share something that's embarrassing to share, but I do it because I know there's a lot of people out there that go through that. And it's life. That's how life goes. I think we all know someone that does that. Why do that? Oh, it's a show. Now, I try to be happy. I'm like, well, I'm not going to sit and cry in every video. Oh, the camera died. So I'm like, well, I'm not going to sit and cry in every video. But since I'm not crying again, you're saying, oh, it must have been fake. So it's like, you can't win. It's like, okay, what do you want me to do? How about I just share what I want to share and be myself? I put a mini dent into this. I feel like I'm at a bowling alley. Oh my God. Shout out to Megan from Create Your World 1111. This is her right here doing the Hot Cheetos noodle challenge, and I watched her last night. Thank you, Megan, for doing it. Has anyone else done it? I'm sorry, it was just on my mind recently. Oh, Noodle just woke up from his nap. He's practicing his opera. There's avocado mixed in here, and I don't think olives are really good for him either, so I'm not gonna get him today. But yeah, everyone, check out Megan's channel, please. I'm gonna have a link in the description box. She makes mukbangs too, but she also does other videos, which I'm glad she does, because she is just really interesting. I like to hear her talk about other things. And I like her a lot. I've actually talked about her like at least twice already in my mukbangs, you know? Because I actually watch almost everything she makes. She says she's not a YouTuber, but she is. She's here at least once a week. That's a lot. You know, it's not like she put up 3 or 4 videos in a year. So please go check her out. I first found her video about the psychic twins, which I thought was interesting. And I watch anything made about them because I like them. I've seen here's the funny thing about hate videos. You know, there's so many people that make hate videos about me. And for me, it crushes my heart. Oh my gosh, I can't sleep if someone says something bad about me in that way. Like something really mean and heinous, or just something very mean-spirited. I've been the victim of like people bad-mouthing me in their videos or whatever. But when I see people do it to other people, it doesn't really change that much about, excuse me, my opinion of them. For example, the psychic twins are being exposed left and right for being fake, right? Even Megan, who I love, her first video I ever found was her saying, oh, they're not really psychic, or if they are, you don't do it over the phone. Like, they should not be charging $300 if they know themselves that their gift isn't as valuable over the phone. Does that make me stop watching them? No. Does it make me stop enjoying them? No. I want to watch them more to see if they have say anything about it, you know? So that's the ironic, the idiocy. I can't talk. That's what's crazy about people making hate videos about other people. Like, we all make mistakes. Like, we all do things that we regret. We all... It's human. Maybe the psychic twins... I'm trying to think. Is there someone that's done something really bad that I know about that I watched someone say... Maybe no, I haven't seen something like that. To me, the psychic twins, it's just all kind of like... It's belief, really. If you believe they're psychic or not. That's where it really comes down to. So sometimes those kind of things spark curiosity, because that's how humans are wired. To me, if a video is made to me or bad, you know, you're probably thinking like, who's to make a bad video? I'm telling you, when I stopped being vegan, I probably got hundreds of videos made about me. And every single one I watched, and I was like, oh, no. But to everyone else, since it's not to them, it's like entertainment. They're like, oh, I want to go see what he has to... They're not necessarily going to stop watching, or maybe they... People already make up in their minds whether they like it or not. That's the thing. I'm destroying the french fries a little bit because this knife is so sharp. But if I use my finger, it's going to be so messy. You guys hear noodle? Okay. So my explanation, did I explain it? It's not like everyone's saying your boyfriend tried to hurt himself and then you ran upstairs to get the camera and talk about it. No. No, I thought it was, I even talked about the dumpling video, which was filmed before, like that was, there was 2 days almost, right in between that, so, yeah. Noodles sing his opera. So no, I did not do that. We even remade the food and everything. Well, I talk about in the mukbang. We remade the food all over again. Because I couldn't film, I couldn't even eat it. I was so upset. I threw it away. We remade the whole thing. I did talk about in the mukbang. So it's like, how did you keep doing it? I mean, I still had to eat that day. I might as well turn the camera and like, you know, I think it's very healthy to turn the camera. Like, if something traumatic happened in your house, if you're just sitting there and like, for like 5 hours, you're gonna make yourself sick. Yes, you should be you're gonna be very concerned about it. But take a 5-minute breather, go out for a walk, get your mind preoccupied for a little bit just to not overstress yourself. So that's kind of what the mukbangs are for me too. I still have, I have you guys. I know I've said this in other videos. You guys are like my family. I try to be here for you every day. Rain or shine. There's some times when the electricity goes out because the rain is that bad. But I'm still here. It's 20 minutes of my day. It's not like I have to take 3 weeks off from making eating shows because something is happening to me, or to my family, or to Orlin, or the apartment, or Mr. Noodle. It's literally, you don't see 99% of my life. You see a window. You have a window into my life. And the curtains are only rise for 30 minutes. And there's some stained glass too, because you only know what I tell you. So, I don't see it as like a... Oh my gosh, I'm getting full. Oh my god, I should have only made one French fry. No, you think? Mmm. So that's my explanation. There was lots of sleep in between, there was lots of talking, lots of communication, you know? And I'm getting so full. And the thing is, what you think I'm supposed to do, someone over here is going to say, no, you should do what I think you should do. I call my mom, and she tells me what she thinks I should do. I call my dad, he's going to tell me something different. Orlin talks to his mom. She says this. Excuse me. Unchewed. You know, I keep going after these olives. They're my favorite part of the whole dish. I told Orlin the other day, I was like, I could do an olive mukbang and I would be so happy. And he's like, that would be so gross. I'm like, I know. Excuse me, that's the problem. I literally, jars this large of olives, like half this size. I've eaten them in a sitting. I love olives. Now you guys know, fun fact about me, I love olives. And you know, ooh, look at that cheese. Olives were the first gateway food into like, this is gonna sound so crazy. Okay, so I was a raw foodist for years. And the type of raw food I did was very high fruit, low fat. But that's only one side to it. There's a whole nother side of raw food of people doing like low fruit, high fat. Lots of oils and seeds. And we lived in Florida by the Hippocrates Health Institute. And that's their whole mission. And there's like, they have thousands of people that go through that center and like, whatever. So they also have these all-you-can-eat buffets. I think it's Wednesday, the last Wednesday of every month, or the first Wednesday of every month, or the middle Wednesday of every month. I think it's a Wednesday. It's an open house. You get a tour of the campus, the facility, this health center. And then they have like unlimited sprouts and oil dressings and salads with, you know, everything's raw. But so Orlin and I went as fruit-loving raw people. And I never even posted the video. It is still on my hard drive. I will show... You guys want to see it? No. Maybe I should, to show you how far we come. People have been around, you know, watching us for a while, have seen like such a change in our minds and our attitudes. And of course we've grown too. I mean, Orlin was a teenager like a year ago, you know, like we're not old. He's not old. Oh my God, I'm 24. But we just were so different back then. In like a, depends how you look at it. In I'll just say different way. There you go. Anyways, they had this huge bowl of black dried olives sitting in a bowl of oil. And you're supposed to take one or two and add them to your salad. At the buffet. And Orlin and I were afraid to touch it because we're like, oh my God, they might even have salt on there. No, you know, Orlin had not had olives at that point for at least like 5 or 6 years. For me, it had been like 2 or 3 years, something like that. Well, if this is at the end of the journey, then yes, it was 3 years. 3 years without an olive, pretty much. And we each put 1 or 2 on our plate. We had a bite. They're the most delicious things in the world. Let's have an olive right now. An olive with tofu, that's a good combo. Ooh, fatty, vinegary. It makes your cheeks go from a salt and a sourness, but still very like savory and deep. Kalamata black olives. Oh, we ended up eating like 100 olives. We went back to that bowl and like we were kind of like, is anyone looking? We were scooping all the olives onto our salads. We were eating olives by themselves, straight up. By the end of the experience of eating the food, he and I both felt high. Literally, we felt like we had just taken drugs because our body didn't know what to do with it. When you take out food groups from your life for a certain amount of time, your body no longer knows how to process them the same way it had been doing. It's like if you ride a bike every single day for 2 years and then you take a year off. The moment you get back on that bike, if you try biking like you did that 2 years, your body is going to be in shock. You know, bodies don't like quick changes, you know? So we felt high, we felt drugged. I remember we ran to the bathroom. We're like, oh my God. Do you feel, oh yeah, do you feel high? Yes, I feel, it was so funny. But after that, we're like, oh, well if I ate this, let me try this. Let me try that. Okay, you guys, so the camera died. Didn't even realize. I was in the middle of my story and I really don't feel like repeating it. I'm starting to get really full, so I'm just, and I'm hiccuping too. So I'm just gonna say that the black olives led into everything. Ever since that taste of black olive, we stopped eating raw food. There was an olive. Any more olives for the story? Yes, there's one last one here with some tofu. I have this outbreak on my lip. I haven't had acne under my lip like this since I was in college. Just like this. That's a college pimple. I told Orlin, I was like, wow, look at this. He's like, oh, it's so small. I was like, yeah, but it hurts, so I feel like it's very visible. Yeah, it's probably from stress. I mean, that's the difference from now in college. College, I was very, very stressed. A lot on my mind. So much on my mind. But I'm not going to stress about it because then I'll get more stressed. I'm just going to be like, well, we acknowledge it. We say hello. And we wait for it to do its thing and then disappear. They always leave, eventually. I'm getting so full, you guys. I feel like I could take a nice nap after this. Cheese never lets you down. Even though it did happen like days ago, it's on my mind, you know? This morning I woke up, I was like, hey, you know, how's your arm? I hate to say this, it's not good, but sometimes you have to go very low to come back up, right? Sometimes you can't go back up if you don't go low first. I look at my analytics on YouTube, right? It's like this. Spikes and dips and, you know, if you were to give up when you're down here, you were so close to being right back up here again. Someone that I really used to look up to posted this photo of, it was talking about, you know, perseverance and stuff. And the photo was a cartoon. You guys, I'm done eating, so if you don't want to hear me chat anymore, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your time. Hope you liked watching me eat this, but if you want to hear me chat a little bit, and stick around. Okay, the photo was a cartoon of this miner. This person was digging out rocks. And it was like a, not bird's eye. You know when you look at an ant farm from the glass, you see all the little holes? You can see all the levels. And so it showed the same idea, the tunnels. And right at the end of the tunnel, there was this barrier, and behind the barrier was a diamond. And the cartoon was like turning around, saying, I give up. I never found the diamond. And it was right there, 5 feet away. Had the cartoon little person guy not given up and kept on digging, he would have found it. So, and it's the same thing with my YouTube analytics. Not mine, everybody's. Don't even think about YouTube analytics. Think about celebrities. They're relevant. They're not relevant. They're more relevant. They're in drama. Now they're free of the drama. They have crisis. Now they're happy again. They have divorce. Oh my gosh. All the people want to hear about celebrities' divorces. They like get joy out of hearing how miserable they are. And then they get out of it. But while they're down in this dump where the whole world's watching and laughing at them, they feel like giving up. If only they could see in the future and just know, hey, you're going to get a leading role of this movie, or hey, you're going to get this much money, or your child's going to be happy, or you can earn this, or blah, blah. The same thing. That's the promotion at your job. Working as a cashier over and over. Don't quit, because the moment you quit, you were 1 or 2 weeks away from being bumped up to store manager. You know? It's the same thing. So, why am I talking about this? I think I was talking about my situation with Orlin. Oh yeah, so I said we kind of had to go down really low to come back up high. And that was a low moment for both of us. Both of us. I do believe that it takes 2 hands to clap. Yeah, some person might clap a little harder than the other. Some person might come at it first. But you're both clapping at the end of the day. The reaction is pretty much just as important as the action. Someone makes a mistake. Well, how do you respond to that mistake? Because that's what's going to be remembered last. That kind of thing. So I believe we were both at fault for, the situation. But it's been like 5 days or something since. And by the time you see this, it's going to be over a week. I'm not going to put this up for another 2 days because I still have to do my St. Patrick's Day one and then my sushi one, or maybe I'll wait to do my sushi one, I don't know. So, yeah, everything has been so good for us. And we feel like we understand each other a lot more, and it was like a little scare. A reminder of, hey, what's happening? What is life? What's going on? Are we going crazy? We all go crazy a little bit, but I'm not saying that it needed to happen. No. I'm not saying I'm happy it happened. No, I'm just saying there's always light at the end of the tunnel. All right? So I have a feeling for, it's like one thing after another. I stopped being vegan, and then I have this 2 months of this haunting thing where it's just like people can't leave me alone about it. It's like, yes, I stopped. Move on. Well, I feel like this is going to be the same thing. I made today's video about eating the ramen, and everyone's saying it. But that's life. I don't regret making the video. Orlin doesn't, he's the one that told me to make it. Encouraged me to say, how about you make a video about this right now? I don't think, he doesn't regret it. At least he hasn't said to me that he regrets it. I mean, I'm sure he regrets hurting himself, but I'm saying, you make a choice, it's over. You have to just deal with it. Accept that it happened and then do something about it, I don't, the beginning of this mukbang where I talked about that person's comment, they're like, everyone's saying, oh, this is so fake because yesterday you were crying, now you're happy. It's like, well, how many days do you want me to cry on camera for you to make it seem more real for you? This is my life. This is my problem. Yeah. Anyways, thanks for listening to my explanation. Trying to think of the right words to say. It's just, the whole day after when it really happened, I was just kind of numb in the head. Especially trying to go to sleep at night. Oh, it was so bad. Yeah, see, I'm gonna get teary. It was, you know, it was just like, do I know you? It's like, where'd this come from? But we're gonna be okay. We honestly, we're gonna be fine. And yeah, thanks for joining me on this roller coaster. And I'll see you tomorrow. I hope that you enjoyed your meal. I ate probably half of it. I had one. If I had one bag, I would have finished, because remember, it was up to here. All right, it was like up to here, and it kind of went upwards, and all the toppings too. I would have eaten one bag. The 2 bags was just a little too much. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you're new. I'm here every single day. I'm getting a little sleepy. But thank you guys so much. I appreciate your time, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.